So what are you doing, Ellie?
I am making this monkey stand.
Making that monkey stand?
Yeah.
Is that a good monkey or a bad monkey?
He's a good one.
He's a very nice monkey, right?
Yeah, he's a cute one.
He's a cute one, that's right. I think you're a cute one. I think you're a cute monkey.
I'm not a monkey.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not a monkey.
Yes, you are a monkey.
I don't climb on trees.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the ranch. I'm Dr. Lee, and it is another beautiful day in South Texas. Despite the fact that we're already into autumn, the forecast for today is 96 degrees here in San Antonio, so we are bracing ourselves for that. Not a chance of rain either. And as you can see, we've not had any rain here for a couple of months, any appreciable rain anyway. All the grasses are dead. About the only thing that's green, as you can see from behind me there, are the live oak trees, a few scrub cedar trees, the cactus, and some scraggly weeds that somehow have managed to survive the drought. So there's not a whole lot of nutrition for all of our little animals, the wildlife out here on the ranch, so they're beginning to look pretty darn rough. And people's attitudes are beginning to be a little bit rough too. We are all ready for some cooler weather and some nice rains, which hopefully will start this coming weekend. We have a chance for rain, and the temperatures look like next week they're all going to be under 90. So that will be a very welcome reprieve. Nevertheless, guys, I hope life is good where you are. I hope the weather's treating you well, and I hope everything is going good for you. Out here on the ranch, everything's going pretty good. You know, we have our ups and downs. We have our own problems that, you know, we take care of, and most of them are gone once we take care of them, but some of them just keep coming back, one in particular. And for that particular problem, all I can say now is
they're back.
That's all, folks.
piggies, piggies, piggies. Yeah, we had the number of piggies. We had their population down to 1 last year, but they came back really, really quickly. There's probably about 50 to 75 hogs out here on the ranch today. And unfortunately for the hogs, this particular ranch is sanctioned by the government as a wildlife sanctuary for the protection of indigenous species only. And the hogs are not an indigenous species, but we have hunters and trappers come in and get them, and I don't like that any more than you do. But if we didn't take them out of here, this ranch would not be inhabitable for all the indigenous species we are supposed to protect and nurture. So anyway, that's where we are with that. And like I said, we took it down to one pig. The hunters missed one pig last year, and he was a little yearling, a little white pig with black spots. And since he was here by himself, he had no competition for food. He was at the deer feeders all the time. He was always grazing in the nicest, richest meadows by himself. And so he grew and grew and grew. And today he probably weighs 275, maybe 300 pounds. He is a really big pig. And you can tell by looking at all the videos that when the females came back to this area and he started breeding with him, he spread his progeny quite well, because we have a ton of little white pigs with black spots on them, and he's the only mature black and white pig out here, so I know they're all his babies. But anyway, it will be an ongoing problem forever. We'll have the hunters and the trappers come back in again this year and take them all out. I think I'm going to tell them to leave him alone, because I've kind of grown fond to him. And there's another one too, and the only reason I would like to keep him is because I think he may turn into the world's ugliest pig. And here he is right now. But yeah, this little guy, he is ugly as a mud fence, as they say, and bound to only get uglier. They are cute babies, but man, they are ugly adults. And while I was making this video, I thought I heard a four-wheeler or a go-kart or something coming up behind me. Lo and behold, I did.
Tell me when you're rolling.
I am rolling right now.
So Dad and I were out here just catching up while he was making his video, and a couple deer walked how far from us? 20 yards?
Yeah.
And then now we've got a little bunny that walked up to us. They normally scamper away from you.
See if I can.
But we've been talking at this volume, and
yeah, he just walked right up here.
Yep.
It's hard to tell on this thing
where he's at.
if I'm getting him. Yeah,
I don't even see him right now. He's being so still. He's 15 feet from us.
You can kind of tell by the color of his ear that I've got him in the camera right now. You can see the
I do see
sun shining through his ear. Yeah, he's a great big jackrabbit though.
Yep.
It's amazing how hard to see he is.
Yeah.
He's perfectly camouflaged. There he went. So what are you doing today, Marky?
I just came to do some maintenance stuff on these and show Dad new gun and hang out, just be on the land.
Yep.
It's a nice day.
Get out of the house for a little while.
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. So you gotta go back to Houston next week?
Yeah, someday.
Get your radiation done again on your jaw?
No idea what they want to do. We got a consult and a simulation in case that's the direction we go.
Yep.
But don't know yet. I'll let them make that call. I'm no doctor.
Very good. Well, good luck. We'll be praying for you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Adios. Got more.
Cool. And like I said, everything's going pretty good out here on the ranch. I did go out to Matt's abandoned mansion the other day, and I took this guy with me, and I thought you guys might enjoy spending a little time with him too. Well, Floyd, what do you think about the mansion?
I think it's great. I just think it's gonna be such a beautiful place.
So I understand you're gonna have your, what Matt said a while ago, is you're going to have your next birthday party here?
I hope so. I hope we get 106 right here in this house.
106 right here in this house.
You bet.
I hope it doesn't look like this at that time.
We need to clean it up a little bit for then.
I don't believe it will look this way.
I have a feeling it's going to look pretty sharp, don't you?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
If it doesn't, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll be anxious for all the people to see it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty exciting.
You bet.
Got any words of wisdom for your viewers, Floyd?
Oh, yes. Worry about nothing, pray about everything.
All right. Doesn't get any better than that. All right, Floyd, thanks.
You bet.
And like I've recently told you, Uncle Floyd has not been doing well lately. For the past 3 or 4 years, he's had a difficult time. His bone marrow is diseased. He's had a hard time keeping his blood cell counts up to where they keep him healthy. And they just keep falling. And for the last 3 or 4 years, when they'd get pretty low, he would go in and get some chemotherapy, and that would get all the non-functional, crappy cells out of the way and allow his good cells to proliferate and work the way they're supposed to, and then his blood cell counts would come back up. But each time he takes the chemotherapy, it bottoms out his blood cell count for about a week, and then it starts building back up. The problem now is his average blood cell counts have gotten so low that if they give him the chemotherapy, when it bottoms it out, it'll either kill him or he can get really, really ill. He will have absolutely no immunity. So they can no longer give him any chemotherapy. All they can do is give him transfusions. And even with those, it still doesn't get him up very high. So we got some big problems coming on with Floyd. So, and back to Mark again too. Mark is headed back to Houston next week. He's going in, they'll check him and get him ready for some radiation, and the following week he'll have radiation again on that jaw. So we're anxious to get him back in, get that thing knocked down, and hopefully get it completely burned out with radiation, as the experimental drug CODY-2 has been shrinking the tumor in his sinuses and also the tumors in his lymph nodes in his chest. So everything for Mark looks like it's going the way it needs to. It's just slow and a really, really ugly, painful process to get him well again. So we would really, really appreciate your prayers for Mark, like you've been doing in the past for so long and so well and so consistently. We really, really appreciate that. And also prayers for Uncle Floyd as he heads into a scary time for himself as well. Well, folks, that's about it from out on the ranch today. We'll probably spend the rest of the day bracing ourselves against the 96-degree heat that's supposed to happen, and anticipate the cooler, wetter weather that should be just around the corner. Once again, I hope everything's going good with you guys. I hope the weather's good, and I hope life is treating you well. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me today. It's always good to see you, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Always remember, I love you. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. So what you doing there, Al?
Neutering a dog, Dad.
All right. Who's gonna learn you?
That's a mistake.